guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made this very gorgeous chocolate shoe cake which I made for my friend's birthday. So let's get started. Okay, so I started off with making the shoe first, for which I needed a shoe mold which I bought from eBay. You can also find it on Amazon or any baking shop. I've also used some compound chocolate. You can use candy melts instead. First I melted the chocolate and then added a tablespoon of coconut oil. And to this I added black food color as I wanted to have a darker shade. And then I mixed it all well. Then I immediately poured this chocolate in the shoe mold and then made sure that it covered all the sides. And then once I'm satisfied, I'll tip it over and let the excess chocolate drip off. Then just run the knife or spatula on the corners and then let it sit in the fridge for an hour. In the meanwhile, I'm going to make few chocolate decorations with different chocolate molds and then let them sit overnight. I will now repeat the same process of covering the chocolate for the second time. Now this needs to sit in the fridge for about 2 to 3 hours again. Once the chocolate decorations were done, I then took them out and colored them in gold luster, which I mixed with few drops of lemon extract. I then colored all the decorations and set them aside. Now to make the chocolate bows, I've taken a rectangle piece of baking paper and then covered in chocolate. Then spread it evenly. Then I made vertical lines with the help of the spatula and then placed a rectangular piece of baking paper in the center. Then I took the top side of the rectangle and placed it on the bottom side and then let it sit to dry. Once the chocolate is set, you can then take off the baking paper and separate the bows. Once the shoe is completely chilled, then it's safe to take it out from the mold. Make sure to wear gloves so you don't get handprints on the shoe. Then you can place all your decorations on the shoe. I've placed an oval decoration on the top. I attached few golden pearls with the help of chocolate. I also painted these chocolate in golden for some extra glow. And then my shoe was ready. Now is the time to assemble the cake. For this, I've put a small amount of buttercream on the board and then put my first layer. I then sprinkled some simple syrup and then topped it with a layer of buttercream. I then repeated layering the cake till I reached the top. You can find the recipe for the cake sponge and buttercream on my channel, so make sure to check that out. I will then level off the cake and put this in the fridge for an hour. In the meanwhile, I'll prepare the ganache. I have the recipe on my channel, so you can check that out. To this ganache, I've added a little amount of black food color and then let it sit for 2 to 3 hours. When both the ganache and cake is set, then I will start applying the ganache to the cake. Once it's fully covered, then I level off the sides and the top. Then I wanted to give it a quilted effect, so I used this tool. You can make this pattern using a toothpick as well. I then applied my cake with some pearls and the cake was ready. Now I'm just taking an idea of where to place the bow and the shoe, and then I'll attach all these decorations with the chocolate. Then I'll put the shoe on the cake to have an idea of where to place it. Then I'll insert a cake doll to support the front part of the shoe and then attach it with some chocolate. And then finally I'll paint some gold color on the bow and the cake is gonna be ready. This cake made me so happy. I hope you like it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, comment me below of what you want to see next. Follow me on my Instagram, click here for my last video and here for a random video. Subscribe to my channel. Have a lovely day and like always, thanks for watching.